Good morning, this is Dwayne, and we're doing a series on good stuff you really ought to know about music. And it all deals basically with music theory, but today we're going to take up a little known chord called the Neapolitan Six Chord. Now chances are, unless you were a music major in college or took music in college, you have never even heard of the chord. But it's good to know what other musicians are doing and have that available to you as well. As you know, every note of the scale, if you build a chord on that, any note of the scale is called, they all have names, like that's tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant, submediant, leading tone, and tonic. Of course, that's same in the left hand, tonic, and so on, okay? Doesn't matter whether you're playing a high, low, or in between, okay? But there's a chord called the Neapolitan Six Chord, sometimes notated as N6. And it's a colorful chord, but it got its name from a group of musicians in Naples, Italy. They used it a lot, and that's how it got its name, Neapolitan, for Naples. And the six, the number six, indicates it's usually played in first inversion. Now, you know what an inversion is. That's the root position of the chord. That's first inversion. And the Neapolitan six is in first inversion. Now, what it is, it's the chord based on the second degree, the flatted second degree of the scale, not tonic and not supertonic, but the flatted second degree of the scale. So that note, if you're in the key of C, would be that note. So a Neapolitan six would be the D flat chord, but it's often played in first inversion, and that would be like that. So you have this kind of sound. I kind of like that sound myself. Works really well in minor, but you can use it in major as well. Okay, and that's really all you need to know about the Neapolitan six. It's built on the flat second degree, the flat second degree of the scale. So if you're in the key of F, second degree of the scale is G, so the chord would be G flat. Okay, and there's the G flat chord, but normally you'd play it in first inversion, okay? By the way, a six, in case you're not familiar with figured bass in music, if a chord is just a chord, it's called like a one chord. Okay? If it's upside down, it's called a one, a Roman numeral one with an Arabic six by it, a little Arabic six. So that's how it got its name, and that's a one chord followed by a 6/4 after it. Okay, and it got its name from the distance between the top note and the bottom. That's a six. Okay, typically it's a 6/3. Okay, but they just leave out the part of it. Okay, musicians assume that's what it is, and that's the second inversion chord known as a 1/6/4. Okay, you don't need to know all that unless you're really interested in music theory. Just remember this: that the Neapolitan six chord is based on the flat second degree of the scale, and that's it. Hey, thanks for being with me. If you enjoy these little tips, come on over to playpiano.com and sign up for our series. So we'll hope to see you there. Bye-bye for now.